In the quiet village of Fuentealbilla, Spain, a young boy named Andrés Iniesta would dream of football under the warmth of the Mediterranean sun. Like many children, he chased the ball through dusty streets with friends. But even then, there was something different about him. His touch was graceful, his vision unparalleled. Born on May 11, 1984, Iniesta was not a player of brute strength or blistering speed. He was an artist, weaving through defenders like a dancer on a stage. But the path to greatness didn't begin in grandeur. Andrés' journey started at a humble local club, Albacete Balompié, where his father worked tirelessly to support the family. His potential was evident even at a young age, and it wasn't long before Barcelona scouts took notice. At the tender age of 12, Iniesta left his family and home behind to join La Masia, Barcelona's famed youth academy. For a boy so young, it was a heart-wrenching decision. He cried himself to sleep many nights, missing his family, feeling the weight of solitude in a new, intimidating city. But football was his sanctuary. With every practice, every touch of the ball, Iniesta refined his craft, and by the time he turned 18, he was ready to make his first appearance for Barcelona's senior team. However, it wasn't an easy start. Iniesta wasn't a flashy player, and his quiet demeanor meant he often flew under the radar. While many doubted if he had the physicality to make it at the top level, his teammates and coaches saw something special. Legendary Barcelona coach Pep Guardiola once told Xavi Hernández, another Barcelona legend, "He will retire me, but Iniesta will retire us both." By 2008, Iniesta had become a crucial cog in Barcelona's midfield. His ability to read the game, control the tempo, and find impossible passes was unmatched. Alongside Xavi and a young Lionel Messi, Iniesta was part of a golden generation that played football like a symphony. Together, they transformed Barcelona into a global powerhouse, winning numerous La Liga titles, Copa del Rey trophies, and 4 UEFA Champions League crowns. Iniesta's genius lay not in flashy tricks, but in simplicity. He could dribble through entire defenses, not with raw speed but with grace, shifting his body just enough to leave defenders in his wake. His passes were like threads, stitching together the fabric of Barcelona's intricate play. And when the team needed him the most, Iniesta always delivered. In 2009, Barcelona reached the UEFA Champions League final, facing Manchester United. The world watched as two giants of the game collided. It was a tense match, but it was Iniesta's magical midfield display that helped Barcelona lift the trophy. And they would do it again in 2011 in another final against Manchester United. Barcelona wasn't just winning. They were revolutionizing the way football was played, and Iniesta was at the heart of it all. Yet, as iconic as his club career was, it was on the international stage where Iniesta would forever etch his name into history. Spain had long been a footballing giant without major silverware. That changed with Iniesta as a central figure. In 2008, Spain won the UEFA European Championship, and 2 years later, they embarked on a quest for football's greatest prize, the FIFA World Cup. In 2010, the world converged on South Africa for the World Cup. Spain battled its way to the final, where they faced the Netherlands. It was a brutal match, filled with fouls and tension. With the score tied at 0-0 deep into extra time, the game seemed destined for penalties. But then, in the 116th minute, the ball fell to Iniesta inside the box. Time seemed to stop as he took a touch and struck a clean, driven shot into the net. The roar of Spanish fans echoed across the globe. Spain had won their first ever World Cup, and Iniesta was the hero. But what many didn't know at the time was the emotional weight Iniesta carried during that moment. He dedicated the goal to his friend, Dani Jarque, a fellow footballer who had tragically passed away the year before. Iniesta lifted his shirt to reveal a message: Dani Jarque, always with us. It was a reminder that for Iniesta, football wasn't just a game. It was a connection to life, to love, and to loss. The accolades continued to pour in. In 2012, Spain won another European championship, solidifying its dominance, with Iniesta orchestrating every attack. He was named the player of the tournament, further proving his status as one of the greatest midfielders to ever play the game. As the years passed, Iniesta remained the beating heart of Barcelona. His partnership with Lionel Messi was telepathic, their understanding on the pitch mesmerizing. But even legends have to say goodbye. In 2018, after 22 years at the club, Iniesta announced he would leave Barcelona. His final match at the Camp Nou was an emotional affair, with fans and players alike shedding tears as the Maestro walked off the pitch for the last time in Barcelona colors. But Iniesta wasn't done yet. He moved to Japan to play for Vissel Kobe, where he continued to show glimpses of his genius, even as his career entered its twilight. For Iniesta, it was never about the accolades or the fame. It was about the love of the game, the joy of playing football in its purest form. Off the field, Andrés Iniesta is a man of humility, grace, and integrity. Despite achieving everything a footballer could dream of, he remains grounded, always putting team before self, always carrying himself with dignity. Iniesta's journey is a testament to the power of perseverance, humility, and hard work. From the streets of Fuentealbilla to the summit of world football, his story is one of passion and artistry. He may not have been the loudest or the most boisterous player, but his football did all the talking. And in every touch, every pass, every dribble, Andrés Iniesta spoke the language of genius.